let's get serious for a second. A few years ago, my girlfriend, who's now my wife, sorry ladies, wanted to show me an anime she thought I would enjoy, and I did very much. And as a trade-off, I figured I would show her a show that I grew up with and liked a lot, and so I chose Batman Beyond. Now, it's not the most ideal introduction to the DC animated universe, but I figured for someone who wasn't really interested currently in superhero stuff that it might be kind of a good jumping in point, because it's sort of just objectively cool. We were on some early episode, season 1, I think, and a friend of mine came over and walked into the room, and he noticed what we were watching.
Hey man.
And he said,
"Oh sweet, is this that show about Batman's son?"
Fortunately, my girlfriend was too focused on the show to notice any of that, and that's pretty much all that came of that, but I will never forget how horribly wrong that could have gone. And by the time we got to the Justice League Unlimited episode Epilogue, which, if you're watching this, you probably know what that's all about, the secret had remained intact. At least, I thought so. We finished the episode and I asked her what she thought of the big reveal, and she said something along the lines of,
"Oh, that was cool, but I think I already read about that somewhere."
So, here's the thing. Epilogue is such a great episode and a great finale to the DC animated universe, as it were, let alone to Batman Beyond itself. It deserves to be treated with respect. It deserves to be kept under lock and key and only spoken of around people who for sure have 100% seen the episode, because we owe people the chance to experience it for themselves. And that goes for pretty much everything else too. There are so many big twists and reveals in cinema, television, literature that, for lack of a better word, have been absolutely spoiled by their integration into pop culture, and it's extremely disheartening to me as a filmmaker, but also just as a person. Let's take a look at perhaps the most famous example, The Empire Strikes Back. You would be hard-pressed to find an on-her-deathbed great-grandmother who doesn't know that Darth Vader is Luke's dad. This phrase,
"I am your father,"
is so ingrained in our heads that only idiots and babies, not to mention idiot babies, would be surprised by that scene anymore. Star Wars is one of, if not the most influential cinematic masterpieces of all time, but its biggest plot twist is just commonplace in the vocabulary of literally everyone. I just recently saw this video of a girl who hadn't seen the Star Wars movies, but she did know about the Luke, I'm your father clip, because who doesn't? But she's watching this scene from Revenge of the Sith when Palpatine names Anakin Darth Vader, and she just freaks out the whole video. She's shocked. She had no idea that Anakin Skywalker would become him. She somehow got through the first dozen or so years of her life without knowing that Darth Vader's name was Anakin. And that's an accomplishment, considering Episode 3 came out potentially before she was born. Oh my god. It made my heart happy. She's sitting there getting to enjoy a well-known movie twist and experiencing it to basically its fullest. And that's pretty rare nowadays. This kind of thing needs to happen more often. And it's why I'm so passionate that Epilogue should be left the frack alone. You can't just go flapping your stupid mouth about Terry being Bruce's biological son. You can't do that. Why ruin something like that for people? You may think I'm overreacting about this, but that time that almost happened to my wife, that's not even the only time that I've experienced this. Last year, my sister, who was watching through Batman Beyond with me, had it spoiled by a moronic coworker. People need to shut up. With Star Wars, you have a maximum potential of 5 movies to watch before The Empire Strikes Back. And let's not even get into all of that right now. But that's roughly 11 hours of Star Wars. 11 hours of your life that you have to spend in this Star Wars world before you can even get to the beginning of the movie that will reveal the Skywalker heritage. But look at Batman Beyond. 52 episodes at 22 minutes each, and a 76-minute film, the full uncut version. Not to mention a couple of Justice League Unlimited episodes, a Static Shock episode, a Zeta Project episode, and after those crossovers, there's even the 2014 short film, which brings us to a grand total of 22 times something, carry the 52 divided by almost 22 hours of Batman Beyond. Wait a second. I'm telling me that if I wanted to, I could theoretically watch all of Batman Beyond in one day. So before you should theoretically watch Epilogue, you need to watch at least those 22 hours of Batman Beyond, not to mention all the Cadmus episodes of JLU if you want to know who friggin' Amanda Waller is. And I guess Mask of the Phantasm if you want to know who Phantasm is. Epilogue is the, like, I've watched all of the DCAU and now I can watch this thing. You have to make it all the way through all of that without some twip walking into the room and ruining everything. That's 2 times the investment you'd put into Star Wars. There's so much world building and character development, relationship growth, and blah 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 throughout Batman Beyond that leads up to this big moment, finding out Terry is Bruce Wayne's son. What? That's crazy! I can't believe it! I'm so glad nobody decided to be stupid today. Now I can go to sleep because I've been up for 22 hours! When Epilogue first aired on TV, I was 14 years old. I had watched Batman Beyond on Kids WB since the beginning. I thought I knew everything there was to know about Terry McGinnis, the 17-year-old juvie who found out Bruce Wayne's secret and became the second Batman to avenge his father's death. Then after almost 4 years of being off the air, the boys from Timtown decide to slap me in the face with a gutbuster of a twist that Bruce was Terry's real dad the whole time. It was, as the kids say, mind-blowing. No one could have spoiled that for me because everyone in the country was seeing it at the exact same time, for the first time. This was a big deal, and I had the privilege of learning the information the way it was intended to be learned by watching the episode. Besides Star Wars, there are a bunch of other spoiler-infused pop culture references I can think of, and I won't go into details because I'm a nice person. But things that come to mind include The Sixth Sense, Fight Club, Citizen Kane. I'm sure there's plenty of others. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Now, I was about to mention an episode of a sitcom where everyone's walking together down a hallway and they're just talking about The Sixth Sense and blatantly spoil the ending, but I couldn't remember what the show was, so I looked it up on IMDb, and oh my god, there are so many things that reference that movie. Why? Can you not just let people find out cool things for themselves? Think of Batman himself and his secrets. Be like Batman.
I made a vow.
What vow?
A secret one.
Ooh, a man of mystery. Have you kept your vow?
Nope, I'm just going around telling everybody. Then again, he has told way too many people, but that's not the point. The point is this. Movies, TV shows, books, video games, whatever. They're meant to be enjoyed by enjoying them. Nothing's stopping you from looking up video game cinematics or movie clips or reading the plot synopsis on Wikipedia. That's up to you, despite how much it may shiver me triggers. But don't go spoiling things for other people. It's disrespectful to that person, it's disrespectful to the source material, and it's simply disrespectful to art itself. So please, let's not let the same I Am Your Father fate befall the DC animated universe. Let's keep Epilogue a secret. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this on the channel, leave us a like and then comment and tell us that you liked it. We always appreciate the feedback. And please be sure to check out the Patreon if you'd like to help support the channel and watch us grow. And of course, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on other upcoming content from the Watchtower Database.